Welcome to the Late Night Show featuring John D. Rockefeller. Okay, who are you?
My name is John D. Rockefeller.
It is said that your career in the oil industry began in your 20s. What was it like in the beginning of working in the oil industry?
When I was young, I started when I was 20. I borrowed money and started the company. With Marcy B, I then later bought out Marcy in 1865.
Based on the early days, did you ever believe your business would garner a fortune?
I never thought my company would grow to the amount it has. I'm very thankful for the support that everyone has given me.
When did you feel that Standard Oil Company had become successful? Did you celebrate in any type of way?
When I was able to sell the best at the lowest price to my customers, I didn't celebrate in any memorial way.
After the business's success, did you ever think of starting to branch out into other areas of business? Did you ever think of changing your career?
I think once I knew Standard Oil was going to be successful, I didn't really think about changing my career.
I understand with your fortune came large amounts of hate. It is said that you are the most hated American man in history. How does this make you feel?
People are going to hate you when you're on top. Doesn't really matter, because I'm rich.
And pretty?
And I'm pretty.
Did the detestment you received ever cause any changes or disruptions in the business?
No, because people will say what they want. You just got to ignore them and keep on working.
Back to when you bought out your past partner and replaced them with Morris, did you ever feel regret for buying Morris B. Clark out of the company?
No. When I bought off Marcy B. Clark out of the company easily. He wanted out, and I sold half the company to my other friend, Henry M. Flagger, so he was my new partner.
Based on your feelings about Clark, did you think your invitation to Henry M. Flagger for a partnership was a wise decision for your business?
I think at the time it was the best decision for my business. That's why I bought him out so easily from the company. And I felt I needed a new partner, so that's why I brought Flagger in.
Besides the partnership change, what did the process of growing Standard Oil look like?
The process was trying to find more ways to distribute the oil to new places around the U.S.
After you had passed, your empire had been split into several smaller companies. The cause was reported to be that it was a monopoly. Any words on this matter?
I think that Standard Oil would have been fine as a whole company, but I'm glad that the success of Standard Oil had an influence on the decision. It's sad to see the company you grew for so long split apart in an instant.
It is reported that when Standard Oil split, it was worth around $1 trillion. Knowing this, do you wish you had lived a little longer?
I wish I lived long enough to see the company at its highest, but I know I still made the company successful during my time.
With the Standard Oil Company, you were able to build a fortune estimated to be around $900 million. How were you able to make this much off of the oil industry?
I made this much off the oil industry because I monopolized the whole industry.
During your lifetime, how much did you spend? During your lifetime, how did you spend your fortune? What was your lifestyle with money?
I spent my fortune by donating it to educational religions and scientific purposes. I also created the Rockefeller Foundation and established the University of Chicago.
Your Standard Oil Company brand during your lifetime, how do you feel about the modern oil industry?
I think that the modern oil industry is bad. Currently, it could be way cheaper. I would have the best oil for the cheapest prices. It isn't good for the environment, but it is something needed for almost everyone's life, so it should not be expensive.
Going off of that past question, how do you feel seeing in the current times more cars and other technologies are being switched to be electrically run and not with oil?
I think it's good for the environment, it really is, but it's sad for the for the oil industry and the industry I started.
John D. Rockefeller. And that's